My team and I have been working with Ben, Alan, and the team at SenSys since 2015. We would have absolutely no hesitation whatsoever in recommending SenSys. We're at CORK'S Vienna Woods Hotel, an Irish family-run independent hotel. Back in 2015, SenSys Technologies was an acorn. It was a startup company, Irish-owned, by individuals that had the passion, the entrepreneurship, and the gut to take an idea forward and develop it into one of Ireland's best companies for the provision of Wi-Fi hardware, installation, and Wi-Fi services. I would have absolutely no hesitation in recommending Ben, Alan, and the entire team at SenSys Technologies.
We're here in Glanmire, County Cork, and we're about to meet Michael MAGNER, the owner and general manager here at the Vienna Woods Hotel. We've looked after the Wi-Fi here at the Vienna Woods Hotel for the past 5 years. And with recent expansion and upgrades, we've just upgraded the Wi-Fi system to a SenSys cloud-controlled system.
My name is Michael MAGNER. I'm the proprietor of CORK'S Vienna Woods Hotel. We're located 10 minutes from Cork City Centre on 22 acres of beautiful woodland grounds. Our 4-star country house hotel is a unique property offering visitors from all over the world a choice of genuine Irish hospitality with modern technology. We were delighted in 2020 to be named as Cork's best family business. In 2020, we reinvested in our Wi-Fi technology here again at the hotel, and we looked no other than SenSys Technology to partner on this new development at the property also. From the installation of new hardware, with the upgrading of new technology within that hardware, we now provide a whole solution of Wi-Fi connectivity for all our guests using the property. Therefore, our guest rooms in the hotel now have flat screen TVs, and they're in smart enabled TVs whereby a guest can log into their own Netflix account and watch Netflix, and that broadband connectivity is provided through the hardware and the technology that SenSys provided for us. We're delighted to be able to say now that in Cork we have a Wi-Fi service that's second to none. It's world class, and we have done that in partnership with SenSys Technology. Anytime there is an issue, and there can be issues, once we are aware of it, the guys in SenSys, we simply pick up the phone, let them know, and the issue is resolved. And a lot of the times there may be issues, and here's the thing, the issues may be resolved and we may not even know it, because the guys in SenSys also monitor our Wi-Fi systems here at the hotel to ensure at all times they're up and running and meeting the demands and the needs for our customers also.
So at the start of the Wi-Fi project here at the hotel, the SenSys Wi-Fi engineering team carried out a full professional Echo House survey to help us identify the correct placement of access points to ensure rock-solid Wi-Fi and connectivity throughout the hotel. When we set about designing the Wi-Fi system for the hotel, we also needed to take into consideration the holiday homes within the grounds. Prior to the SenSys Wi-Fi system, there was no connectivity or Wi-Fi in the holiday homes. We did this through the use of point-to-multipoint technology, which now allows broadband and Wi-Fi to be broadcasted over a wireless link to the holiday homes.
We started working with SenSys Technology back in 2015. Over the last 6 years, our relationship with Ben and the team at SenSys has grown from strength to strength. Back in 2015, unfortunately, we didn't have dedicated broadband to the hotel, so therefore we needed to find a solution that would bring broadband into the property, but when we got it to the hotel, then we'd be able to deliver the broadband and the Wi-Fi connectivity for all our guests using the property. Because as technology improved, the demand for mobile devices such as iPads, laptop computers, and of course communication through technology became even more of a requirement for our guests visiting the hotel. We found when we did our research that SenSys Technology, albeit a new company back in 2015, were cutting edge, they were fresh, they were new, they were dynamic. They listened to what we wanted as customers and helped find a solution that helped meet the requirements of our guests and also our team here at the hotel. We were delighted to be working with SenSys Technology back since 2015, and over the last 6 years we've worked together to find a solution that's ahead of the curve at all times in terms of providing, I suppose, the requirements for our guests using the hotel. Prior to 2020, when guests engaged with our Wi-Fi solutions here at the hotel, there was a requirement for our guests to input contact details regarding their personal information. We found that a barrier to allowing guests engage with Wi-Fi, and also a barrier for them to get access to the technology they needed to conduct either their leisure business or indeed, on many occasions, business here at the hotel. When we reinvested in 2020, we decided to remove that piece of the wall or the barrier barrier allowing our customers engage with Wi-Fi, and now it's a simple open Wi-Fi system whereby our guests can come in, enjoy freely accessibility to Wi-Fi. And not just for our guests here in Ireland, but for all over the world, guests visiting, Wi-Fi is a prerequisite. So from a hotel perspective, now you look at a comfortable bed, blackout screens in terms of curtains in the guest rooms, a beautiful shower, and Wi-Fi. It's really important. So Wi-Fi is up there as probably one of the top 5 requirements for guests using and experiencing hotels here in Ireland right now. All this is being made possible by the relationship with SenSys. Again, they've listened to us, they've met our requirements, and as we move forward, I'm confident in saying that any further investment we make in our technology for the betterment of our customer experience, we can count on SenSys to provide us with an absolutely perfect solution because they listen. And also they're an Irish company, family run and owned, and as an original Irish hotel here ourselves, which is Irish owned and independently run, we like to work with Irish businesses because that's about creating and keeping jobs in Ireland for people that want to work and live here in our country as well. So the system we chose when we invested back in 2020, the technology we chose was an advice from SenSys. We explained to SenSys Technology what we needed. Ben and his team listened to us and basically provided a fail-safe solution to meet the requirements of our guests. And I'm not sure of the nuts and bolts of that particular system, but what I know is it works. What I know is our customer satisfaction is high, and that to me is probably more important than anything else. And also, it's good value for money as well. And that's important when you make significant financial investment in an asset or in your business, you need to see the return. And for us, the decision to move forward with this significant investment saw the satisfaction ratings from our connectivity, from our guests increase. And we know that working with SenSys, that our Wi-Fi, our technology systems are covered in the hotel at all times, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of each year. When guests stay in hotels now, they look for, yes, a comfortable bed, they look for a really nice shower, nice food experience, but also Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi connectivity and fast Wi-Fi is very important. And connectivity in all areas of the hotel, because between Zoom calls, FaceTime calls, and other methods of communication using those devices, guests could be roaming and walking around the hotel. So it's imperative that coverage is all across the property and not just inside the building, but also outside the building as well, and that's key in delivering that experience. So for us, making this significant investment saw a definite return on investment because we've had a significant number of corporate clients using us maybe for the first time and have come back to stay with us, not just for the services that we provide as standard, but also for the fact that we provide a really robust and I suppose consistent Wi-Fi connectivity system, and that's down to SenSys and SenSys, how they listen to us and providing a solution for our business and for our guests. When we set about our investment in our Wi-Fi hardware and Wi-Fi coverage at the hotel, the initial steps involved working with SenSys to invite the SenSys team into our hotel, complete a full survey of what was required in order to ensure the coverage that we wanted was provided. It was seamless, it was done at no disruption to my team in the hotel, and more importantly, no disruption to the regular business at the property. So therefore our guests would not have known that there was an agent or a representative of SenSys carrying out some work or a survey in relation to what we then did in terms of the installation. So in that context, we found the survey seamless. Then the installation itself, dates were set that worked around the demands for our business, and the team from SenSys came down and discreetly did the installations. And before you knew it, the team were in and they were out, job done, switch flicked, and we had full coverage. The performance of the product since we installed it in 2020 has been first class. We've received very, very little negative feedback from our customers. So that tells me that it's doing its job and it's doing what it's designed to do. And if there has been an issue, the comfort that I have at the back of my head is that SenSys are there all the time, keeping an eye to ensure that if our Wi-Fi has a moment where it falls or it stops, they're there, SenSys are there to ensure it's back and performing once again. Also, if it's a thing that we're not sure of, or if we got a feedback from a guest or a colleague that the Wi-Fi may not be performing because sometimes it may have connectivity issues with the device that's used or firewalls on particular devices, we've been able to pick up the phone and talk to somebody at the SenSys office or somebody direct with SenSys who've been able to troubleshoot our issue as arose. And in fact, to give you another example of how far SenSys goes, we have had a guest who stayed with us not that terribly long ago where their own laptop would not work, even though the Wi-Fi was working perfectly. And an agent from SenSys talked that guest through troubleshooting the issue with the laptop to try and get the laptop connected to the Wi-Fi. And they did so successfully. So that's what SenSys have done. They've gone beyond the extra mile. And for me, as an operator in the people business, making sure our guests are enjoying their experience with our hotel, when we partner with a company like SenSys, we know that that's part of their mission and strategy as well, to ensure not just us as customers are looked after, but also our users and consumers of their product as well. As with SenSys, a startup company back in 2015, we've been on our own journey here as well at CORK'S Vienna Woods Hotel. And recently we were lucky to secure planning permission for an additional 44 guest room spa facility and pre-reception space. So the future is bright. As we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, we look forward into the future with visitors not just from Ireland using and experiencing our hotel, but also visitors from all over the world. And in providing these new services for our guests, we'll also need to ensure that our technology is world class. And I hope to be in a position to work with Ben, Alan and all the team at SenSys in coming together to provide, again, another world class solution, cutting edge for what our future customers will need when our further developments are completed.
From all of us here at SenSys Technology, I'd like to wish Michael, his family and staff here at the Vienna Woods Hotel the best of luck and continued success in the ongoing expansion and upgrades here at the hotel.